Task lists in Teamwork projects have a number of really useful options available from the drop-down arrow. You can edit your list, you can bulk edit the tasks in that task list, and many more options. So if we want to see all of the options available for our task lists, we first need to make sure that we're in the Tasks tab of our particular project. And next, we just need to select the drop-down arrow here, and now we can see some of our options available. So you can see that we can edit our task list, we can move or copy our list, we can delete our list, we can sort the tasks within our list, we can generate reports of our task list, and if we want to see more options, we can just select Advanced here, and you can see that now we can bulk edit our tasks, we can quickly add our tasks, we can post tasks via email, we can pin this list, and we can work with task list templates. So looking at our first option here, you can see that we can edit our task list. So we can change the name, we can add any notes to our task list, we can update our privacy settings, so who exactly can view our task list. So currently this is everybody, however we can select specific users who will be the only ones to have access to this task list. Looking at the milestone tab, and here we can choose which milestone we want our task list to be associated with. So we can select a milestone that's already existing, or we can create a new milestone for this task list. Moving on to the Advanced tab, you can see here that we can choose whether or not we want to pin this list so that it never gets closed. So if selected, this means that once all of the tasks are completed in this task list, the list itself will remain open so you can add more tasks to it. And in the Defaults tab, we can alter the default settings for any new tasks created within this list. So we can alter who gets assigned the tasks, we can update our description, we can update who follows changes, who follows comments, we can alter our default privacy, we can alter the priority, the estimated time, start date, due date, tags, and we can choose which board column our task list is associated with. So I'll just close this window for now and go back to our drop-down. And here you can see that we can choose to move or copy our list. So here we can choose whether we want to move or to copy. So if we choose to move our list, this will directly take this task list and put it into a new project. Whereas if we choose to copy, it'll create another instance of this task list and put that instance into a new project. So if we copy, we're essentially keeping our original task list in this project and copying it over to a new project. And down here we can select the destination project, so the project where our task list is getting moved to or copied to. And then if we wish to move or copy our task list, we just need to select this option here, or in this case we can close it. We can also choose to delete our task list if we want to. Down here you can see that we can sort our tasks, so you can choose to sort by start date, due date, the date the task was created, who's responsible for this task, the task priority, or by task name. The Reports option allows you to generate a report of your task list. So you can see here that we have the option to create a task list report or a time report. So looking at task list reports, you can see that we can refine our results. So you can specify who was assigned the tasks. So let's say that I want tasks assigned to Adrian. We can also refine our results down by the type of tasks we want to show. So this can be all tasks, completed tasks, or incomplete tasks. We can choose whether or not we want to include overdue tasks. Similarly, we can include tasks without a due date. We can also choose to ignore start dates, and we can specify whether we want this shown as a list or a grid. And again, we can decide how the tasks in each list should be sorted. So we can sort our tasks as displayed on the website, or we can specify to sort them by due date, task name, priority, or person who has been assigned that task. In the Format tab, we can export our report in PDF format or in Excel format. And in the Include tab, we have a number of options here, so we can choose to include longed time, we can choose to include estimated time, we can choose to include comments, and we can choose to include items that users other than yourself may not have access to. And once we're happy with all of our choices here, we just select Generate Report. And here you can see our PDF generated report for our graphics, photos, and images task list. Moving on now, and you can see that we can also bulk edit our tasks within this list. So here you can see that we can choose to reassign our tasks, we can alter the start date and due date, we can alter the progress completed, the estimated time, we can update the priority of all of our tasks, We can update the follower settings for changes and for comments. We can change the creator of our tasks. We can alter the privacy. We can add tags. And we can set our board column. So let's say that I want to alter the due date, the progress, and the priority of all of our tasks in this task list. So to update our due date, we just need to press select here. And in the pop-up, we just need to select the due date that we want. So I'm going to set this for a week from today. Similarly, when updating the progress, we just need to select our value. So let's say that they're all 60% done. And to alter the priority, we just need to select the drop-down menu here. We can change the priority of all of our tasks to be high priority. Down here, you can see that we can choose to update all of our tasks, or if we click all tasks here, we can change this from all tasks to tasks due anytime, tasks with no start date, late tasks, upcoming tasks, tasks due today, started tasks, and tasks starting today. So now we have update all tasks assigned to any person. So again, we can change any person here to a specific user if we want to. And here we can choose whether or not we want to include subtasks in our bulk edit. So now we're going to update the due date, the progress, and the priority of all of our tasks assigned to any person, and we're going to include subtasks. Once we're happy, we just select update tasks. And our tasks in our graphics, photos, and images task list have been bulk edited. Here we can see that we can also quickly add tasks. So this is a very handy way to add multiple tasks at the same time. So all we have to do is add one task per line here. So let's say that I want to add a task called update banner image. And we can also easily add another task here. So let's just go ahead and do that. And down here, we can alter who these tasks are assigned to. So let's assign them to myself. We can choose to notify the user by email. We can also add multiple people to the task. We can also add a start date and a due date. And we can update our privacy for our tasks. Once we're happy, just select add tasks. And now you can see that our tasks have been added. Down here, we can also add our tasks via email. So we just need to copy this email address. And then we can add tasks via our email client into this task list directly. Again, we can also use this options drop down here to pin our list so that it stays open even when all of our tasks are complete. And down here we have our templates options. So we can easily go to our task templates page here to manage them. We can choose to add tasks from a template into our task list. And we can also save all of these current tasks in our list as its own template. So looking at adding tasks from a template here, we just need to select our template. So let's just go down here and select a template. And you can choose the date. So this can be the start date or the end date. We can choose to skip weekends. We can notify all of our users by email. And down here, we get a preview of our tasks that will be added to our task list. So if we want to add these tasks to our list, we can just apply template. Or if we don't want to, we can just close the window. Looking at saving our current task list as a template now. So we need to give our template a name. So by default, the template will take on the same name as our task list. We can add a description for our task list, and in the options tab, we can choose to make this template private to just our company, and we can choose to include completed tasks also. So if we want to save this task list as a template, just select Save as Template here. And there we go, those are all of the options available to your task lists in Teamwork Projects.